Alhaji, one sir, Mama, Anna, thank you. Wallahi.
Ganin ka sai an cika form.
How far? How is today?
Ganin ka sai an cika form.
Ai ba haka ba. Ba haka ba kagan abubuwa ba. Yanzu za ka yi. Lafiya. No, I didn't invite him. He comes from after Abaji.
So that's this.
Anytime you see him here, I invite him. Abaji, you are good, you are
kokari su kashe ADC. ADC ya ke mutu.
Ba za su ci nasara ba. Ba za su ci nasara ba. Kuma kokarin.
Sun yi da mu an bar mu. They want ADC dead, but no way.
Ba za a ci nasara ba.
By this week, we are entering.
Wannan Monday, there will be judgment.
There will be judgment. There wasn't judgment.
That Bala and his promote to address.
They want to silence the access by all means.
Bigger than them.
Yeah.
This is bigger than
This
them.
is bigger than them.
By the time the judgment comes, by Monday, Tuesday, APC will collapse. They are too APC.
And there's nothing that can do.
Yes, now. In the whole north,
Yes.
In the north, like you can't campaign if you see.
all the reason they remove them.
Not even carry the matter for head now, pass everybody.
That is
That's
it.
why Tinubu is angry. That's why Tinubu is angry. He said the northern governors are not telling their people.
With the way
So the election will be platform. The governors are waiting because some of my APC, they said they are waiting for the campaign. They say immediately release the campaign before they pull out.
My campaign funds keep them for waiting for.
I know what they said. My friend, they went to register many of the big register. They want to campaign on the money is being maybe like God is
Nigeria is a project that must not fail.
So we are live at the Merit House in Abuja. To be part of the wonderful events being organized by Dr. Midas to thank the people of Amak for showing him support. So stay in touch as we continue to cover this event in real time. Thank you, and God bless. The new Nigeria is possible. They want to kill ADC, but here we are, live and direct. ADC for life. Yeah. Thank you to Dr. Moses Paul, expressing his appreciation to the people of Amak, staying true and standing by him all through the elections. As it were. Thanks. Just arriving. This is our FCT chair. Can you speak to obedience? Tell us why tell us why all the gang up against the APC will not succeed.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mr. Prince. Actually, we became threats. That is, ADC became threats to other parties, especially the ruling party of Mr. Tinubu. Right? We feel uncomfortable. Our existence become threat to them. And there's no way they can suppress the voice of the masses. So ADC is a movement that cannot be stopped. Right? It's a moving train. It's not stoppable. We have to make sure Nigeria resuscitate back as we speak. Yes.
Continue.
So Nigeria is completely dead. Nothing seems to be going on well. The security, you cannot sleep. You can no longer sleep with your two eyes closed. Honestly, even with your one eye closed, you cannot do it. No security. Economic is bastardized. Things are very extremely expensive. You can't even find. You just want. People are in their house. They knock their door, rape their wife, rape their women. Kidnapping is going on freely in this country, and nobody seems to be saying anything about it. Is this how we're going to continue? Honestly, that question is better answered by our leaders.
So, what are you expecting the Nigerian judiciary to do at this point?
Well, at the point in time, I expect that is, we believe that is the last hope of a common man. So seems to be. We expect the judiciary to do the needful, and I'm expecting that I know that the judiciary we have in this country. I'm hoping, I have hope on that we do the right thing, because you cannot silence the voice of the masses. It's not done.
Thank you. Do you have a message?
Yes, I have a message from Mr. President that ADC has come to stay. That I should start preparing the running over notes 2027. ADC is coming in Aso Rock, and we are taking our country back. Country belongs to us. It doesn't belong to Mr. It doesn't belong to Mr. Wike. It doesn't belong to all the APC members. We are coming to Villa. We are coming to take back our country. Nigeria cannot end like this. Killings cannot continue. Kidnapping cannot continue. Hunger and all manner of injustice cannot continue in this nation. In 2027, we will write it off.
All right, thank you. Madam, let's hear the voice of the women. What's your opinion?
I have to say is that also hungry. My God bless you. I think we have to move on first. It's coming. 2027 surely we are the best parties. God will hear our prayers as I push.
Alpha. So, what's the message to the judiciary?
Have the separation of power. When the judiciary become an arm of the executive, in that thing of democracy is just want the judiciary to save this country. Act that regards that power that is constitutionally given to make this country better. You don't want to say judiciary that is under the control of the president. You want to say an independent judiciary that people of this country can reliably believe that when they have any case, court, they will get justice and not the other way around. That's what I have with judiciary. And once again, judiciary, this is we are coming to fix this country, put it back to that glory God has given it. So please, judiciary, don't take it backward, don't take Nigeria backward.
Yes, there's an ongoing registration of the ADC, new members into the ADC. What's the message to the Nigerian people?
To the Nigerian people, I urge all of us to call out and register in mass. Get your ADC registration done because it is time for us to speak for ourselves, for this country, and speak for the future generations. It's every one, mommy, daddy, brothers, and sisters. Let's go out and get registered. Registration is still on.
Alaji, Moisa, what's the message to the Nigerian people? They are watching you live. In respect to the INEC, the judiciary, and the ongoing registration of new members into the ADC.
My name is Organ. I've seen all what is happening. I've seen all what is happening. It's my video that is going around between me and Navi Bala. You understand? During the coalition. So honestly speaking, we are not happy. And you can see how people are suffering. People they cannot even have 3 meals a day, while people cannot even farm and then the rice from our problem. We say no. We say no, but and what is trying to make the country to be one party system, which is not possible. We stand up and then try to educate of our youth to wake up from their slumber. So God bless Nigeria and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you. Talking about Nafi Bala, you say it's a video. And
yeah, the video.
So what's the message to Nafi Bala?
I think it's no more a good person. It's somebody who doesn't care about his own country. He tries to stabilize everything because of money. Money cannot take him anywhere. Understand? So that is what my message is. I'm really surprised the kind of outcome that I see about it. That he's trying to stabilize democracy. Understand? The way of people are how people are, you understand, having their own welfare and a lot of things. But you alone, a lot of people are calling you. Like Rabbi Musa Kongo are calling you answer his phone because of that. You are a young person. You need to respect the elders. So, honestly speaking, this kind of thing that is what is happening. That is what we want to stop them by calling people, give them money. Right. So, say no to corruption, say no to what leaders, then God bless you.
And what's the message to the Nigerian people in terms of registration to become part of the ADC?
Talking about a lot of people are around. You can see now a lot of people are defecting. APC people are defecting APC. Thank God that people are awakening. No, so we cannot just somebody come and tell you and then you believe in him and collect money and collect something. So the atmosphere now is changing. Democracy in Nigeria is really changing. People are getting awakened. So we are so much happy. I see a lot of youth. You understand? Most of them they are protesting with their ladies and they have right to protest. Nobody is going to say you are nobody. You understand? So we so much appreciate that. So this kind of thing, one is our leader team people to have chance for them to attend. So I'm really happy and I so much appreciate come and share my thoughts.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
That's why sometimes
Thank you.
this is number actually one of the five very long days. And they can't define where to be. I mean, I think comfortable when I perform this side. Thank you. I went on to come. Now, that's it here. I can have a good that is there. It's also about visuals.
Due process. Due process. I chatted now.
Sorry.
I mean, we're trying to change the system because sometimes people ask me, oh, is it 10 or 10 for them? Because in Africa, where people are listening, already in Nigeria, when you say 10 o'clock, it means 12 o'clock. They say 11, 1 o'clock. It's even time for African time. I know that a lot of people are looking for now to welcome everyone to this. Thank you. Thanks. As also have some more elements to it. So, like I said, once you are here, because I have a lot of people in the hospital today, I have people from Archie, our women coordinators with the hospital. I have somebody in the Roseau in the hospital. I have with locals. I know they are already good, but I can see on them. The next 5 minutes, we're going to start the mission officially. When you went to bed last night, how many of you know say, like that every day is a miracle? Who know what happens when you go sleep? Anybody there we know? Just go sleep. And that's why anytime I wake up, I just say, thank you, God. Just thank God. Because you don't know what happen. If I don't wake up, and I will cry, you. If you don't wake up, I will wake their life will cry. So we see people for Nigeria where they post. Somebody will stand and say, you don't go come back to office. And I say, you know whether you will wake up tomorrow. You don't fear human being, you don't fear God. I mean, every day here we thank God. As I'm talking, one of our women coordinator in Kashi, she bought the analysis. I have people in different places in the 12 wards who are going to stop. I have young people who can't pay their house rent. There are those who have been told, the person now go for ABC, their landlord don't sack them, so they need to go for house now. And then my friend and brother, who just took his family to go to National and come back. I didn't even want to invite you for this meeting because I didn't know how to. You know, when you don't know how to deal with somebody, you are prayed for him, you have supported him, but you don't know how do you deal with those kind of people? When on his way back, they were already in Abuja, had an accident just less than 10 days ago. One of our strongest coordinators. The wife died. And the children, two of the doctors broke their leg. Then they grandson broke his leg. And you have to go to the hospital and see them, support them and pay bills. And it never ends. So last week I said, God, what am I going to do? Because my phone is jammed. There was somebody, about 10 people angry with me. And then can you imagine? I walked up to somebody, I said, I'm so sorry. That money you promised me, can you give me? He said, no, it's over. How can somebody say, Dr. Mo, send me your account number, I want to give you 1 million, and then I don't respond? Is it not madness? Do you understand? Because the phone jammed the day before election. Not okay, people will not help you, have been campaigning for 6 months. But the day before election, you almost get like maybe 2,000 messages inside your phone. The phone cannot operate. Between now and next year, I cannot go through the messages on my phone. If you send me any message now, I will see it. If I want to call you and I type it, then I'll see the messages. I never knew that kind of thing they happen before. As I talk now, my phone is ring. Then some people go talk say, look at it. It's dot, it's less. Never I go to talk to them, I know the answer. So I met this mother and I told her, I said, because I went to her after the election, when I saw it, I wanted to call her and I saw the message. Send me your account number, I will give you 1 million. He said, let me love you, let me become here. So you take place for your head. After I asked me, I said, Mama, let's talk. See the number that you are asking. Send account number to give me 1 million. And then I did not respond to it. Am I okay? Is that normal? Don't give me 10K, I'm wrong. Not to talk. So I'm saying that because all of that is out of love. You know, I have, there are very few times somebody say, that's it, they give a 1 million here. Another person give a 35 million. The other say, give a 300 million here. It's all good. You know, say, you know, person will get 1 million, we dey fear now. So some people they fear me now. Don't depend any of the lie, you don't depend it. Just leave it. Because it's important. What is important is what is true. But the important things that are propaganda, and when God raise you up, don't depend on it. Leave it the way it is. That's the way it is. So today, and just tell me, say the best way where I give cannot expose that one. Because I know one people I have put around, but put around is my fault. But all kinds of things happen, you know. And we're going to have a few testimonials. There is, before I invite Africa, I'm put that officially. I don't know if you saw this. Somebody sent me a message saying, I think for my summer, 20 polling units. Say not single agents there. Somebody say lie. So if you come inside this place now, you just say, where is the agent of ATC? But the agent don't collect 200,000 put my pocket, don't hide that. And you go to shout, where the agent? What agent say? And the agent don't answer. What did they talk? But the truth is that there's no agent. There is agent, but the agent don't be. If you enter this place now, when everywhere dark, you don't go see anybody, don't be. But when light shows you that, it's waiting light because when light and darkness are big. But when light begin to come, we begin to. That is why from today, you know, when people talk say, hey, don't be your agent, so they are going to steal them all night. You need to know the agent so that they steal them will know. So from now we are recruiting agents. We are going to have actually have permanent agents. See the experience there. Experience is the best teacher. It's actually true. Because we don't get experience. Because what you don't know, that's the thing you don't show. So first and foremost, before I will read my speech, I want to thank all those who collect money from the sorry. That's it. And you say all those who collect money, 50,000. Somebody will collect, somebody shamelessly told me, say, Baba, I collect 100K. They don't need them. I think they fear the past for this show. They do bad and they do harm. We have never been this kind of time ever in Nigeria. Never. The history of Nigeria, we have never been this low. So if you are here in this hall and you are strong, because and you remember the girl who meets for transport, we fight through police and everybody. Those of you who stand and say to hell with your 100,000, you do nothing for your I don't tell you what you come here want to, because some of you will come up and give your testimonials. You tell us so that the world can know some of this that happen. Because after today, and I want to also apologize because I'm so bad. I did many wrong things, including this one is wrong. It was yesterday evening that I decided that to have this occasion. So I know say many people will cause me, but as they listen, I don't tell you. We don't do protest finish. I mean, yesterday. And I look tomorrow, we book one and say tomorrow, go day. By Monday, don't say, you know our timetable, go to the happen. And by 14th, I can't say thank you, I'm again. Because political equation, you cannot calculate it. One of the biggest lessons I don't have for politics is say, they do in such a way to say, all of us will be here, you will say, we don't take it again. What kind of rubbish? Nobody, and I say it here, not a single person in my leader and mentor. All of them, I'm going to talk about them. They all supported me, but all the support is not close to 50% of what we, Dr. Go, put in. One day I look at myself and I say, if you say I gave Go, shame for catch all of us. I'm done, you know, see as my neck. When I finish from Arise TV, I can't go watch my city say, because I could not know everybody before. But the last 6 months, everything gone come out. Everything. How can they think like that now? Everything come out. But guess what? That is true. I go back 1 a.m. and I wake up sometimes 4 a.m. 3 o'clock. But I am healthy. I've not been. No sickness, nothing, no drug, no medication. My mind is strong, my body is strong. Why would I be grateful? Why would I be grateful? There are people that I don't know that Musa Abdulkadir was dead today. He was fighting in Baba. Because if this will not mutilate, listen, I only want to see the son, the wife, the father, and the siblings. I never met him. He died fighting and saying that they will not change himself. Why some of our people will be trained? I spent millions to train our agents. Since we do elections, I've been participating 15 years. I've never seen any of our agents or two train our any agent will be here. So that I don't know. Any agent will be here. I don't want to listen now because I'm today. They train now. Yes. They train now. Yes. People are saying I'm going to. From the 12 wards, training was done. So if you spend 10 million training, and the money is supposed to be generated with people. There's one thing that I kept saying throughout the campaign. I said, I need support, but not agent money. Agent money, I kept it before because it is the most important thing. But the foolish mistake I made, I agree with people who told me, say, don't announce the agent because of the Bible. Somebody say lie. So today we are here just to do one thing. Don't blame them. All the things I did, many things wrong. I think I told you. How do you talk to 1,000 people in one day? Only my job, my phone don't ring more than 20 times. But I'm on stage here. And like I said, so then the messenger will connect and say, God. I'm saying this to say that regardless of what happens. By the way, I hope you know that we won the election. Yes. Because there are some people are trying to change the story and having before 3 o'clock, ABC had won the election. Yes. And then the magic began around 6 o'clock. But we'll talk about it soon, all right? So you are here and I'm going to acknowledge some people by name. I'm going to talk to you. Just let me come here. For those who never saw me, I mean, where you offer, I mean, where you those who because of I'm here to tell you, say, even with all the people that sent to me, they sent people to look to look at and talk about it. Now, sometimes you think about it. The thing is that I'm not even tempted. You know that sometimes when you think, oh, maybe you'll give me 10 million or 5 million. I am not tempted. You know when you shop, when you come up to house, when you see food, you get that transport very home. The value system that they are bringing to you. Okay, I know the find that. Don't really connect all these ABC rascals, I don't know them it. So what you talk about? So for that money said now, London hospital line in this very time. Speaker strength and energy really this all. Just last night, some of you heard this morning and you are here. They go grab ourselves. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk, not be glad to talk to you, but here and now, let me welcome my very brother, Andrew Pass. Thank you. So, we want to start with national anthem. Well, we want to ask, who's studying the national anthem?
Which
one? Somebody is this one more. I think past one.
We don't even want Sabian.
I just say, we don't always this another anthem and the anthem we played before. So we suppose we all of us are Gen Z waiting. All right, so we will just stand up out of respect for country, just for country, so that we will do it. Nigeria, we hail thee. Oh, eighteen I Jesus for to serve our supreme Lord. Our flag shall be our sea, both our truth and justice reign. In peace of to all, in this we count as gain. To pray the without strength. Oh God of all, in the Christ, our one To build the faith, the strong, no one in hope. And so with peace and plenty, rising we are living all right, so thank you very much. Gratitude is the song the heart sings when words are no longer enough. Olatunde is my name and I'm the product of the crop of the people. On my way I'm called. Yàrá gbẹ̀dẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ na daily beat stands as it forms. I'm the cook who prepared lyrical delicacies, making use of metaphors as my spicy ginger. Irony has sweetly salt and famous in our story. I'm the one blessed by being to marry with the right person to change the form. Today, our hearts gather like drums in the village square. Beating your names into the wind. Our hearts overwhelming with passion. Our mouths echoing your sacrifice. To every supporter of Dr. Mo, from Guyi, where the hope was first found its voice, to every hand that waved the flag of hope, where footsteps echoed courage. To you in Parishi, who stood when it was not convenient. Nyanya. Nyanya, where the people walked in the street when the road was long. To you in Tiwa, where hope refused to fade. To you in Orozo, who believed when dark sat heavy in the air. Gwagwa. Gwagwa, thank you for matching strength and boldness. We say thank you to every voice Muslim. To you that convinced another to vote for Dr. Mo. We say thank you to the people in Garki. Where conviction stood tall. Say thank you. Thank you, Kabusa, for lighting up every street with energy. Warimpa. Thank you for standing up when it mattered most. And to you in the city center, where the message rang the loudest, we say thank you. We say thank you because we know that the child who appreciates yesterday's yard will be given more. The son and unjust in hunger and death. You lifted flags when others folded their hands. You spoke in the places where silence was safer. You gave your time, strength, and your all. For you, we knew with words we say thank you. Because he who kneels down to say thank you stands life. What we witnessed was not just violence. It was not just politics, not just figures read into the air. It was courage, unity, and hope rising from the dust. So we say thank you because we know we deserve better. You stood firm. You refused to bow to fear. You choose hope. To you who walk the streets, who spoke to one more neighbor, who gave your time, your strength, your resources, we say thank you. Your sacrifices were not lost in the wind. You carried this movement on your shoulder. To you who voted, to you who stayed, to you who counted, to you who watched, to you who guided your vote and guided what you believed in. You stood your ground when pressure came. And you are the real hero of your generation. History will remember your courage. To you, our agents, our volunteers, to you, our believers, those who gave not just the money, but their hearts. You who held this vision when it was easy to let go. We deeply say thank you. To you who have shown us that real change does not begin in power. It begins with the people. Ordinary people with extraordinary people. To the leadership of APC, who provided structure, direction, and ground upon which this movement stood, we say thank you. Your leadership matters. And now, more than ever, it must remain steady, bold, to be obedient, the purpose the articulate, to you, we say thank you. The Hero-5 movement that supported this movement, we say thank you. Let it be known. Let it echo beyond movement. This is not the end. We will rise from distraction. We will rise from resistance. We will rise from today. We will rise stronger, better, bigger, and even more united than ever. What we have built cannot be great. It cannot be bought with money. What we are united cannot be silent. Because this was more than election. This is a declaration that AMA, the heartbeat of FCT, the most important local government in Nigeria, is awake. It's awake to its power. AMA is awake to its future. AMA is awake to its responsibility. To every resident, every voice, every stand, we say thank you. Your strength has lifted us. Your belief has strengthened us. And your courage has given us hope. Not just to Hannah, but to Nigeria. A new Nigeria is coming. Thank you. You say he don't come, contact everybody. So what you will Bible give us? What you will tell us now? Thank you. So we're talking that you do one, two, go. Thank you. How many of you are they see like during the campaign, like when they see they go for car, they hope when they see Abi? Aha. You know, say Dr. Mo campaign, God reveal lot of things. First of all, we reveal our energy. You understand? But it can't be different. In fact, many people they don't know Ama. I don't know that understand. Like some people they don't know say Ama, they don't know Ama. They only know when people know Ama. They say people will get shocked when Ama people come here shocked. Now those people they know Ama. Apart from that, we don't know anything about Ama. But waiting this program is that thank you program. So we're going to use this opportunity to say thank you. I know how one thing, the way God gives thank you, when they finish. I know they be like that. Now, if they thank everybody, but they don't be say, oh, sorry, I thank you, don't finish. Madam Enki, thank you for everything you do, support, and what you do. I say all the time, I see you with Dr. Bobo and everything. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You see, thank you. Still there. Like, you know, I still thank another person. So, this program now, don't just say to all just contact us, about to build that consciousness, so they will always be grateful. So let me clap for them again. Once again, you say thank you. Another potential person wey we go thank now, I go dey come up stage now, but you wan come talk to us, not through this poetry thing wey we do, because those will get different ways wey we express for life. So he go come and he go use music come talk to us. Then after he finish, wetin we go come do? We go come tell am thank you. So make we clap our hands as we welcome our speaker. Good morning, everyone. Say the glory, nations are rolling, oh, we all just want to be, we just don't care. I say, oh, if ain't no glory, nations are rolling, oh, we all just want to get back, we just don't care. So I believe I let's do
So I want to thank you, Steve. Not a finish. So what do we say to him? Thank you. If we don't get anything, or we don't get anything for this program today, we say we don't keep the consciousness. Yes, maybe they thank God, maybe they thank each other. All right? All right, so the next person where I want to bring on stage also another potential person who will thank after you don't finish. Another person will also call and talk to us through music again. So we're going to clap our hand together as I bring the Chris Mix.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. Before I do my piece, I'm a Pan-Africanist by nature and by birth. But when it comes to the issue of Nigeria, I actually gave up many years ago. I lost hope, lost confidence in everything. But my hope awakened itself. I got the faith. My spirit was very much lifted when Dr. Mo and His Excellency Dr. Peter Obi came out and with the things they were saying, it sparked a lot inside of me. I've known Dr. Mo for 15 plus more years, if I'm right. But these are people that have paid the price to set the standard, the stage for us to be where we are in terms of the vision they carry for Nigeria. Funny enough, I have never voted before, but these people gave me that hope that Nigeria, a new Nigeria, is actually possible. For the first time in my life, I registered. And for the first time in my life, I casted my vote for first vote ever, 2023, in support to His Excellency. And for the second time in my life, with that hope and confidence, knowing that a new generation of Nigerians are awake, I casted my second vote for Dr. Mo. It's a beautiful journey for me, and I'm so excited and grateful that this man, Dr. Mo, has sparked a lot that is changing my mind and the minds of people after me and people to come. Let's give it up for him again. Thank you so much. It's a consciousness. Thank you. All right, DJ. DJ, I beg you. Thank you. The making song. Please fix the song I sent on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number ends with 389. I'm ever I put that DJ. Thank you. Yeah. Be conscious. I'm actually doing
Stand your ground and hold it. Let your mind come down to the sea. Continent and down, get through the waters. Nobody can tell the truth. They promise me it's true. When you say you must make yourself. You must say it's true. When you say you cannot be making people price. Just keep us where we are.
All right, quick, I check whether I see Thanksgiving inside. Thank you very much, Mr. Chris. What do we say to him? All right, so we don't do like music. How many music we don't do now? First thing we do now is talk. Thanks, poetry kind of thank you. So we got to how many music we don't do? Do music. So we will do something else, Abi. So that we will be busy. We don't do another thing. We come back to other music. We don't do another thing. So now to take us to the next level, I want to invite another person who will come do something else. So I don't tell you that to be, but give it up for OJ. I don't already know. This place is not you now. Know it.
Man, I clap for what the local program for 4 minutes. Yes, my name is Mr. Ode Okamo, intellectual mobile fine boy comedian. No club business answer. That's the way they see, man. The cameraman. It is working. Because they call him Abba Father does not mean that he came from Abba. Hello? Second-hand suits don't get trouser. I'm talking about some people. This one now, I'm talking to you. Because for those who they ask for us, for you things to be the Lord, what are they talking about? I don't know when you see yes to be said therefore, so then I fire me. Feel at home, and they make this for this country already. Papa when old school fees made attend to a meeting. Crocodile when they smile for fish, looking for relationship and hunger. Am I talking to somebody here? Lean on me, no me say let you press me down. Minister of power now is using power back. Am I talking to somebody here?
And the same power.
Yes, minister of power is using power. But there is no lie. Some will eat it afternoon, darkness will worry the night, hunger will be morning, affliction will not arrive the second time. I'm glad to announce to you that my family and the most handsome man. And I have the rest of the Lord, yes, I business. Don't ever know you see the work how far to get advancements from my own stomach. I speak in an intellectual language. I don't just crack joke, I crack intelligent joke. Now, elephant picture, then they use for first bank logo was snake, that's a follow money for jam office. Jesus Christ fed 5,000 people with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. That means Jesus Christ was the first to start small church. Wow. People deny Jesus Christ, while I never denied it to him. If a crack joke you don't laugh, not that I'm not funny, just that your domestic problem is bigger than my own. So I'm not going to work with your problem. You can't really say for this, but that's not going to because of his making. If you show nothing laugh on earth, that produce about you. You know that something laugh on earth. Pastor, when they pray for man, when they close it. Because after deliverance, anything can happen. Know who you help. My NTA, now they take advertise PSTV. Hey, NTA for 2419. Except it's don't look down on anybody. Let's buy car and buy old money. Perhaps we go you know, how many class for doctor no? It's the first time they have a contest election. You but it was the last minute. To thank God for the one that is coming. Yes, that's why we go to that future. I know we don't see a believer. But at least thank you. It means something a lot of another time. Yes. I want to appreciate intellectually at Mr. to be the rest of them that they came out to say the little project because of this country. Let me clap for all of them. Nigeria will be the man that said it is my turn is coming around. I think it's going to go. The one that at the end of knowledge. And that's the video. For the next taking what
It is Shannon.
I introduced my landlord to next Nigeria. He's my landlord now. He's looking for house. The landlord has to ask me. Why the people put it on home? Because they are putting it in the basic of a mass of people by the movie. They don't know divorce is for the rich. Pack your loan and go is for the poor. Come up from my house, from my people. I like it. People, I was here some months ago as the host of your campaign, opening of your campaign, and today I'm here for the Thanksgiving. You see, affliction will not arise in second. Hey, now it's 400 naira. You are not aware. Yes. Hey, yes. Come on, hey.
It's cheap in your area.
It's cheap in my area because last stage in public. It's cheap, not cheap, sir. Indomie, depending on the pack, is expensive. Salt is expensive. Come on to the man. Transport fare, don't go there. I want to fuel my destiny. There's no fuel. Yeah, I like not. When you thank God, your tank will be full. A man that married a beautiful woman is not different from a farmer that plant a corn by the roadside. It's only the elder that understand this. You understand what I just said? A wise man. I like it. Joseph the dreamer came out from prison and became the prime minister. Nelson Mandela came out from prison and became the president of South Africa. Obasanjo came out from prison and became the president of Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu is in the prison and waiting for them. I want so that you understand. Yeah, I'm not picking on anybody. If I should pick on people, it will not be nice. I know aware that it's only in this another people man, they go works because of contract. When they ask me what is your name, we say, "Oh, I was that is not TV with that. Look at this stuff. 2 weeks ago, now I came 2 weeks for my dream. Now start the river. What cannot do? God, what can you get this job? You dey pray for long life. You don't get money. Who won't feed you? What who come there and do for the royal challenge? You dey pray for financial breakthrough. You still give your 2 kidney.
What do you want? You send one.
What do you want? You dey use iPhone with 2 cameras. You cannot buy your piece for me. When prayer not too long, they don't to complain. Hello? You say, forget the amount of advert you don't do. You will sell faster. My friend who go commit suicide, he go buy poison, he wait for change. Waiting you want to change Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know we start all day, but come on, we'll have a wonderful time. God bless all of you.
Thank you. So the next thing we will do now. How many of you have said no Dr. Fong? Like una know am. A few people, what you have done this program for? But how many of you know I'm like really knowing? You know, get different kind of noise, like that kind of really knowing before before this time. How many of you know Dr. Fong? You know, many of you know Dr. Fong. So I want to invite person we know Dr. Fong when you come talk to us. So let's put a clap, put our hands together as I bring those stage MC and man.
Thank you. Sorry, guys, for this podium. I will put your hands together for. You said?
The audible.
So make a shout with this microphone. So because the company comes from the teachers are well. And they talk. No worry. No worry, man. See, let me explain something. We decided not to be bad boys. We decided not to be bandits. Because the big boys are not in the home. Because we all waiting in the home. With the intelligence and connection we get. Problem with it, but we chose the microphone. Choose this microphone. They talk this is what they talk, respectfully. But don't reach me up to not send the thing. I don't want to finish. Man, you don't know what to do. You said, you see, tell me this. Now, one more. So you allow me to go. My name is MC Obama in Nigeria. I'm all repentant. All apologetic everyone. I think I'm here for a while. And it's not a fantastic time to be in Nigeria. However, we have no other country than this one. What's wrong with Nigeria? If 1/10 to America, they go back. The people who are in Nigeria, if 2 move America, you look at the United States, everybody will be on your own states of America. See, I know the time for coming. I don't say make a come to Tanzania. Because it takes a man to go, well, we so they say, and then come back, come to Tanzania. So let me tell you a little story about Dr. Mo. I hope you know that he was actually called Magno. So he got praised before. We grew up in Babalada. Now, my senior brother, he was here that he had as a will not be late. Now, my senior brother, we used to call him Ishuku, and Ishuku came because he was head boy during his time. That time, we still get junior class. He already become Ishuku. So put your hands together for Ishuku. When Dr. Mo said, I am an Abuja boy, people don't understand. Dr. Mo was bred. This is when he went to school in Abuja. He went to primary school, Abuja, secondary school, Abuja. He went to University of Abuja. Dr. Mo was an example in Unano said he became pastor at some point. Okay. Unano. So you said, not the job, the kind of pastor when he become, not the normal pastor, because for the pastor, hold on, wait now. So for the church, now he be assistant pastor, and I be the only choir. What do they call him, Dr. Magno? No, I said, in place, not the. See, because of instrumentalists, Wahala and everything, it goes sequence. They will pick people, and he they sing, and he they play, and he they dance. Oh yeah, put your hands together for Dr. So, if I may ask, and then before the pastoral district, by the way, how many of you know that he works with Dr. Panapa before? So he was well grounded. They think they play football. Then they started a group in the University of Abuja. So the finest young men that were serving God, 3 of them, they call them the preacher. If you see them that time, they were talking with shirt where they buy for another market. You know those shirts where they iron with starch. And the starch, not be this plain starch that they get. And I don't know whether they use cassava too. Then they go boil water, make them like atom. When they make the fish, they put water, then you bring blue. How many of you use blue? I never hear before. Then they go put blue. Then they go iron. Because now it's not there. Nothing with electric. So that iron, when they put charcoal inside, when I know how they take the from your bucket of water, you don't reduce and then they will take an iron. And when they come outside and you see them, they will remove them. And person I trust them, they will remove them. And they will come. Boss, tell your wife. Tell your wife. She not there. I have my trouble. In all honesty, we needed something to laugh about because it's not funny. It's not funny. It is unfortunate that the best of us is not leading the rest of us. And it hurts to the bone. We walk into places. Now, how many of you remember that the early 90s, right? Nigeria would export soldiers to Ecuador. So, am I correct? The others who are here, I was a child, but I was an ardent reader and ardent listener because I was always in the media. So, I would listen to the news and I was in touch with what was happening in my environment, where we would send soldiers to Ethiopia, South Africa, all of these nations who are looking at us now as a joke. We will send soldiers to go there and rescue their people. We have soldiers who, the moment they stand in one place, their name alone sends shockwaves to the enemies. You have the likes of just like Bulgaria. You have the moment he stood, he knew that somebody has a new sheriff is in town. All the people who are backing for terrorists or whatever it is, whatever name they go by, it either depends or not. That was what Nigeria was doing. Some of us were sad about it. What's his name? Because people were sad about this. We know the kind of nation that we have. There was a time when they sent Vito Mali to somewhere. The moment he got there, nonsense stopped. How is it that this same nation? The moment they see you, even if you're wearing the blue berets for peaceful people, the moment you stop, they will think to approach you. The news is different today. Our boys are there, they need our prayers. But beyond our prayers, they need us to make the most unavoidable change that needs to happen. We need to change things so that this nation can work again. For those of you who are doing business, let me give you a little bit of my predicament online. I'm in a small facility. And people pay me. So, what they paid me, let me just use a figure. They paid me 100,000 for the facility. At the time they paid, this was 1,129. When they were ready to check in, this will have been to 1,859. I'm not talking about life bill. So the money that they paid, I added money from outside to add to it so that I can buy this and then buy later on. Here's what happened. Do you remember that I think about 3 weeks ago, there was a time that we had a power issue for 3 days. So in 3 days, I did not have cumulatively 14 hours supply of electricity. I wanted to secure. So it has gone beyond Nigeria how we are angry. No. You need to do the statistics to understand that we are in trouble. If you have dollar stock for your business, the dollar has become XYZ amount. It happened to me. So it's painful. So it has gone beyond, and we are supporting you have. There are certain things that are difficult to tell. And the first one, if I serve this foreign government, will be amazed what will come out of my mouth. However, when I don't serving it, what is the reality? The friend of mine trying to figure out his room is like, I can't fathom it. Dr. Moore will call me, we are doing this. What can we do? I will make a call. Let's get this, let's get that done, let's get that done. Because I'm not even out there. How many times have I followed that campaign? Am I not supposed to be dealing with? The crisis that I'm dealing with over there is unimaginable. I want you to, I'm going to tell you the crop of people who are gathered here. I want my wife and I were going to the job every morning. So we got to a point, somewhere in Japan, and I saw children who seemed like they were sitting on the floor and writing notes. So when I got to that place, instead of me to mind my business and be going, and I asked, why are these children standing here? So I went to go. I forgot who I am. Why she told me, come back. What are these children doing? I said, no, don't worry. I went to government school. That is how we are in government school. The children, they will go back to their school and all that. She said, no. What are these children doing here? It's finally, the children said, hey, we're writing our homework. She said, why outside? They said, because they refused entering the school because they blocked the school. I said, come now, let's be going. They will go to them. It's government school, relax. Woman not me. She insisted, how much is the damn school fees? Somebody say, how much is the damn? How much is the damn? When the children don't cause problem for me, they begin open mouth, say 7,000. My wife said, did I hear you right? They say, yes, 7,000. She said, let's go to your school. I said, but my journey will come out. Now we have this focus on what we want to do. She said, it's on our way. We walk to the school. I reach the school. I want to go and go on this guy. How many of you know what Bobo is? I want Bobo my wife. Now I tell the children, just go in, just like a sergeant. Let them go in, I'll come and see you here. You know them. You don't know me. You know them. I said, okay. My wife was laughing. I asked her why are you laughing? She said, no problem. Actually, you said you go to school. She said, so how do you identify those particular children? I said, don't worry. You don't know me. It's me. I will identify them. No problem. She went. She said, so what are their names? I said, don't worry, when I go, I will identify them. She said, okay, no problem. She said, so what are you doing? 12 o'clock. By 11, my wife said, have you gone? I said, no. By 12, she said, so you're in the school now, have you? I said, no. I went for another meeting. I will finish in 3 minutes. Finally, I didn't go that day. The next day, my wife woke me up. I ate. I'm on my way. And she said, hey, so will you stop in the school? The long and short of it is that my wife finally took me to that school. When we got there, their school fees was actually 7,500. The school fees is 5,000, computer whatever 1,000, and registration 500, making 7,500. I ended up inheriting 150 children. And we are maintaining their school fees still good. Because she said, since you do not recognize the person, it means that you will ask for how many children who are not available. Now, incidentally, this school fees that we're talking about is actually, so if you have the total number of children there, 3 million naira will pay their school fees every term. This 3 million naira that we're talking about is a fraction of money that was spent in one particular rally not too long ago. That the money that allegedly was spent, given to people to create awareness, will pay school fees 3 million each for at least 200 schools. That is a significant difference. And I leave you with this. Are you aware that when I go to that particular school in Japan, you know what the principal told me? That there are few dignitaries that come, but the most prominent among them that also come to pay children's school fees is Mr. Peter.
want to say to you, let me see your honor, huh? Thank you very much. Without much further ado, let me bring on stage Paul Johnson. Put your hands together.
Now who created this? All things are possible. You gotta be. You know what I'm you will restore everything to say. But you don't like the what is my child? What is that? Will be told by the rest and God. If you all things are possible. All things are possible. One more time, let's begin. All things are possible. All things are possible. All things are possible. If I don't cry, would be too far in this night. You believe if you what if you don't you have to this night? You know what the traffic is. You know the deep money. You know the do it. Say, oh, oh, all things are possible. All things are possible. All things are possible. All things are oh, oh, all things are possible. Performance is so sweet. We put our hands together with the drum thing. I still can't get used to it. When I turned 45 was a few years ago. I had malaria when I woke up. I couldn't see, I thought it was a joke. So I thought it was, I tried, I couldn't see. So I could see and I started doing like this. I mean, I can see you. So I went to check. Doctor said, I'm his age now. Age one. Me. You know, I don't know about you, but I still feel like I still feel my primary school. I still feel like when I was in primary school, and that's why I was talking about brother. Yeah, what's that name? When I talked about his wife dying, his children being the legs being broken, and as Ezekiel, our coordinator in Angola, Ezekiel spoke to him this morning. I didn't want to tell him to come because I didn't know how to deal with Ezekiel, with the things he was going through. But he's here. I don't know how to do it. I really can't do it. And to stand up so you can see him, which is one of the strongest coordinators we have, and there are many of you like that who stood their ground, who refuse to collect bribe, refuse everything. Today his wife is late. Children are still, we have to move them from the hospital, taking local treatments, their legs broken. But he's here. I know that just a few of us here. Even by the INEC life standard, if 12,000 plus people vote for you and they are committed to you as a person, the people that voted for me, they didn't just vote for APC, they invested their future in me because I can feel the energy. It wasn't, I'm going to thank, and I need to, because I'm saying this in context. What Favor Johnson sang here, and I say it over and over. 10 years ago, I was one of the young people in Nigeria who, even today, I have just 2 daughters, beautiful daughters. I can pack my load today and go to anywhere. In the UK, I have a 10-year visa. My visa to the US still is 5 years. I've been traveling the last 20 years of my life. It means nothing. I've done at least 20 countries around the world comparable to Amman. I've been there. At a point about 5 years ago, I lived in Dubai for 30 days, just living there. I have a PhD in environmental resource planning, from primary school, secondary school, everything was done in Africa. So I'm more of an Abuja person than anybody. I'm an indigene. But for the sake, let's say some of us didn't want us to talk, like us, we don't talk. Let me read something first. Yeah, I can never get used to classes. Very, doesn't it look strange? My dear leaders of our great party, the ADC, African Democratic Congress, respected elders, members of our campaign council, our indefatigable board coordinators, the youth, the women, the volunteers, our agents, our supporters across AMAC, Nigeria and the diaspora, distinguished guests, my brothers and sisters. Today I stand before you with a heart that is full of gratitude, full of humility, and full of renewed sense of purpose. This journey was never about one man. It was about people. It was about hope. It was about the quiet but powerful belief that a better AMAC and Nigeria is not only possible but necessary. First, I bow to the deep respect to the leadership of our great party, the ADC. I thank sincerely Senator David Mark, H.E. Rauf, Adekoshara, and all the respected senior middle class and lower leaders. Thank you. Your courage to stand for principle, your refusal to bow to intimidation, and your commitment to democratic ideals remain the backbone of this movement. You gave me the platform. More importantly, you gave me and gave the people a voice. So the senior principals of our party, to Baba, as I call you, Alaji Atiku Abubakar, who stood with me in Wasa, all the way to the city center, moved all the way, was there, and locked in hand, chest to chest, with the crowd, the energy, stood with me right here in Zone 4. Called me, supported, gave funds. Baba, thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for all that you did. To HD, Rotimi Amechi, who spoke to me this morning and said, I would have loved to be here, but I'm in Port Harcourt, I believe. No, I didn't want you to be here, I just wanted you to be informed. But I'm grateful that you walked the markets of Nanya with me, that you were there with me, that you carried me on your back, because it is about 180. I'm grateful. Yes. Thank you. That's why we're taking you. Thank you. Even with your weak body, you still moved. You did the big that you can. And with all said and done, you are still the leader of the party. I thank you to Madam Asru Everify. You stood with me. You campaigned for me, and 2 days later you were taken. Because you would have shown them shit. Because you know and understand SCP more than anybody else. You were minister long before some of them could of holding their jobs here. I respect those. Thank you, my father and mentor, the one whom gave me the privilege to sit with him and presidents, just one on one, across from UAE to Indonesia, 17 states in America. I don't know what I deserve, but I've gone around the entire world with you for the trust and honor. And so when people talk about me and talk about money, you tell me, well, don't mind them. I know who you are. Thank you, Mr. Kusa. In me, I remember the many times we walked through the gates, the glass lounge in London, everything about travel. And it made me believe that these things are nothing. We focus on being Nigeria that is possible. Walking through the whitish airports, the Madison airports in Wisconsin, in different places across the world. Stories that I will tell one day. I don't know what I deserve, but that's a privilege that I have, and I consider it something I will never take for granted. You stood, and I remember when I closed the campaign, we finished on Garki. It was about 10 p.m. and we were to go to Abusa village. And you were in the other car, and I called you and I said, I think we'll end the campaign. And he sighed, just went, thank you, thank you. And in that moment, I realized that even though he was tired, he was prepared to give everything at whatever I say. Who am I? I remember walking to him. He was leaving for me and I said, you can't travel. I said, there are meetings you have to attend. To cancel his plans. Not once, not twice. He said the elders of Amma, from Garichika to Bona, to many of them sitting like to Alaji, to people who are accountable for to Noah, old men who are some older than my father, who stood in counsel against everything which 7 billion was spent in Amma alone, just to counter us. This is not the place to reveal some things, but some people collected good money, including some religious organizations. Good money to go the other way. People were paying all kinds of money. But you stood. You could have taken that 7 million, 5 million, 500,000, 200,000. But you stood. To our campaign team, men and women who worked day and night, often unseen, often uncelebrated. You carried this vision on your shoulder. You gave your time, your strength, your money, your intellect, your resources. Many of you stretched beyond your limits, and yet you never complained. History will remember your sacrifice. To our supporters, yes, my supporters across every ward in Ghana, from your busy streets to the quiet corners, from those we met, those who we never had the privilege to meet, those who only listen to me speaking here. You stood firm. Some of you contributed financially, some of you mobilized others. Some spoke boldly in rooms where it was not popular to do so. And so many simply believe. The belief is not small, it is everything. To every Nigerian people, friends of Nigeria across the world who followed this journey, who prayed, who cried, who encouraged, who hoped, thank you. Your empathy traveled across borders, strengthening us in ways words could never and fully capture. Today, I must pause and honor those who paid the ultimate price in the cost of this struggle. Musa, to those who lost their lives in the pursuit of a better society, we owe you a debt that can never be paid or redeemed. Your sacrifice is sacred. The memory remains, guiding light in our pursuit for justice, fairness, and true democracy. To those who stood in the sideline but felt the weight of what we were trying to do, those who may never meet me, whose names I may never know, yet who wish us well with their heart, I say thank you. Leadership is not sustained only by visible supporters, but also by the silent goodwill of many. There are many here. Some of you have sent messages across different platforms from Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, TikTok, my WhatsApp. I'm still unable to reply. I might not be able to reply. But today I'm saying to you, what you did is an eternal deposit in the treasure of what will change this nation. I'm truly grateful and I'm honored. Even to those who oppose us, who doubted us, who worked against us, and yes, even those who in moments of weakness or pressure chose a different path. I extend my gratitude to you. Yes, to you too. You played a role in shaping this journey. You tested our resolve, you sharpened our focus, and you reminded us that the road to genuine change is never easy. For that, I am thankful. Those who work for Dr. Mohammed and Abu at the same time, thank you. You showed us what confusion is made up of. How are we ever going to know the value of light without darkness? How are we ever going to know that freedom is possible without a wicked and wickedness in the city? Because true leadership is not built on bitterness, it is built on understanding. It is built on the ability to see beyond the moments and remain committed to the greater good. The greatest thing that can happen is if we convert these people who cannot see to our friends. The job and the task ahead is very heavy. Some do not understand, but that's our job. Because we're not going to kill Nigerians that are bad, we're going to convert them. My dear people, this is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning of a stronger, deeper, more determined movement. We have seen what is possible when people come together with sincerity and purpose. We have felt the power of unity, and we have proven that even in the face of challenges, the spirit of the people cannot be broken. Let us leave here today not discouraged or energized, not divided or united, not weakened but strengthened. I remain committed more than ever before to the ideals we all share, to equity, to justice, to competence and service, to the people above all else. And that's why, for what God will give me the ability to do, I will not stop paying for the house rents that I'll pay. I will not stop paying for the hospital bills that I'll pay. I will not stop taking desks and chairs to primary schools here. 40 years ago, I was sitting in primary school in a desk with Babalaga. Today, here in Amak, in the place where the president lives, where all the diaspora embassies are, where all the ministers are, half of our governors and yet children are sitting on the floor. Hospitals cannot have no drugs for people. I went to visit a lady that died by snake bite, and I cried with the blood around me. Because she did not die because sleep. She died because there was no anti in our hospitals. She got to maternal general hospitals, they bounced her. She went to other places and died. In a place where people are making billions every day in the name of construction, in the name of contracts. People have trillions literally where people can barely come to a meeting like this. Yeah. I'm not deterred, but I need us to just understand that where we are in history, it's so dangerous, and I'm just going to give one example. The person they rigged the election for has no primary school certificate.
No get on.
Go to the INEC portal. You uploaded he left the primary school blank because the one he submitted the previous year was a forged certificate.
Yes.
I don't hate him, bro. This is nothing personal. Nothing personal. When I brought the equipment about 3 or 4 years ago, medical equipment from Atlanta for our senator here, I went to him and I said, guy, come. We're about the same age. Guy, you can make money from bringing equipment and supporting primary healthcare centers and primary school here, because primary school, primary healthcare centers are not the job of the minister, it's the job of God. They are not chairman. I said, this is what you can do. This is what I'm exposed to. This is what I can help you. That was the last time. Today, people are putting power, not out of competence, but out of sheer power to say, that guy is good, we must not allow him to go anywhere. And I say to ADC, if we are dying in this election and not look, because I speak to you, this is one ADC. I'm happy today. Look at us today. Atiku is here, P2P is here, Kwankwaso is here, all of them are here. It is really people against this government. The Electoral Act, because when we went to court, you remember in 2023, the Supreme Court said that the issue of forgery was what? Was a pre-election matter. So cases goes up against the current president. But I need you to understand how dangerous the present situation is. Today, in the updated electoral law, they removed the issue of forgery. So you can't even sue somebody who has forged or fake certificate. What this government specializes in doing, no, they don't come to you to do bad. They corrupt the law. So it is you against the law. Let me give you a typical example. So if somebody is coming to this meeting to enter this place, they say that by law you can only enter this place by 6 p.m., for example. Right? So after 6 o'clock, you cannot enter this stage, right? So, and this government knows that wherever you are coming from, by 4 o'clock you get here. Do you know what they are going to do? They will take you from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Because they know that where you are coming from, it is 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock that you get here. So by the time you are here, by 12 o'clock, you cannot enter anymore. So they won't say it is them, they'll say it is the law. It is the most dangerous time to live, not just anywhere. Anywhere in the world, Nigeria is the most dangerous place to live. Because this government takes the law. So it is you versus the law. We corrupt the law. So Wike is the FCT minister. And as the chief security, he can move around. But they put a curfew the day before election. Because I was a bit angry with our leaders. And I said, and I remember saying two things. You remember when a chieftain of the APC went to Abushi and said, anybody that voted for APC, we're going to torchlight them, we're going to demolish their houses. And several people were calling me. What are you calling me? The person that made that statement, is he the candidate? I hear what I'm saying. It's your job, not Dr. Mo's job. I don't know how many of you saw there was a video where I went back, I didn't even know. I was answering the question about 100 young people, and I said, go and tell the minister he cannot write sword in Ahmad. I was speaking. That, a lot of people sent the video to him. Why am I the one responding to him? Is Wike the candidate? I was angry because the people were supposed to rise up. There's a job for me, there's a job for us. So if Wike is going polling unit to polling unit on election day, where is my own Wike? Somebody understand what I'm saying? Yes. And I was talking with HOT and he said, Dr. Mo, I hear you, but if we come out, it will be against the law because our polling unit is not here. I think here I was saying something. He is a minister. They take the law and they corrupt the law. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you do it, the law will catch you. But they can do it because they corrupted the law. That's why he said, I am government, you are opposition. If I find any loophole, I will take it. So they destroyed the Labour Party. They destroyed NPP. They destroyed PDP. And they are coming for what? This is the time that civil disobedience is allowed. Now I know some DSS are there, but of course, because even they too will not. The useless ones will come. I don't know why they never arrest me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because this is a kind of time, but I need people to understand so that you know. Because right now, you can forge certificates, you can forge labor bill, you can forge house rent, you can forge everything. It is the era of the man in office was not even supposed to contest the election with me. But I also feel some sense of pain with some of, and I'm going to say this here, I know that it will be used tomorrow. Where do you live? Amma, where do you live? You live here, right? I played at I've been here for over 40 years. And then somebody is talking about where you are from. Where you are from is not as important as where you live. Of course. Where do your children go to school? Where you are from. Your security is where? Your livelihood is where? Ahmad. Look at that Chika. That Chika was here as a young man. Look at that Chika. That Chika is an old man, but he has been here all these days. So you want to tell him that he's from somewhere? No, he's from here. His life is here. Our place of residence, more than anything else, it's important to understand that, you know, since, and I say this because of my love for the indigenous, because many of you are attacked because you voted for them. What I will push for and I continue to push for is this. The position of the minister is greater in terms of performance than all the elected positions, right? Are there not ministers from every state? If they give the minister here to the indigenous, that's the truth. It is unfair. The Igbos, for example, are the number one indigenous or the number one in terms of population in Ama, followed by the other people. One tribe alone can beat the indigenous. The data they are not speaking by record. Yes. It is unfair to say by the time you combine 2, 3 tribes, you've already buried any. It is unfair for you to say you are competing with tribes. If somebody hear what I'm saying. Yes. Very well. So make statutory office for them so that they do not get into that competition. Because that value is destroying us as a people. From the depth of my heart, I say thank you. Thank you for believing. Thank you for standing. Thank you for sacrificing. Thank you for hoping. Thank you for being a part of a story that is still being written. You know, I said it on this stage when Mr. Peter was here sitting one day. I said, even when he becomes president, after 4 or 8 years, he will be gone. What we are here for is greater than any. Somebody understand what I'm saying? If Atiku Abubakar becomes president, after 4 or 8 years, he will be gone. What me and make you any of the people? The new Nigeria we are fighting for is a collective resolve. It's just that it begins. I'm not searching. I'm not is the heartbeat of it. And I'm grateful for one thing, at least, if for nothing else, I'm not is already exposed. And because I understand human nature as we go on with this, because we're going to take testimonials and talk to people. There are many people. Immediately after the election, I called for a meeting of stakeholders. And I said, thank you. I don't know how many people were there. Lifetime. I called for another one again and I said, thank you. And we're here today. And I'm saying thank you, Rashid. Thank you, Orozo. Thank you, Karo. Thank you, Nyanya. Thank you, Bariba. Thank you, Hussein. Thank you, Gargi. Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Iwa. But Kabusa, hey, who born me to be that? Before they finish here. Tsunami! Kabusa are they there? They want their nation free. Freaking national. This is why they make sure that not only the councillor is there. It's why they have their plans. They made a law that says that any political party that has lasted for a particular year without winning any office can be what? Registered. You see how wicked this regime is. So now they've also made it difficult that once they destroy ADC and want to run, the time is so short. So you can't run to another because all they want is coalition. You have 32 governments. You have connected the court system. You have connected. INEC is now wearing APC uniform. INEC is playing football. He's playing, but instead of wearing the referee, he's wearing the jersey of APC. And upon all of that, you still don't want a contest. This is where we are. But I know that because I have put myself out, and I'm not going to stop. One of the things I learned before I came into politics is this. You see all the things we want. The clean roads, the beautiful water, the security, all the things that our leaders are stealing money and going to New York and going to do, all those things that we want. We want leaders that can speak like Dr. Modoki wanted. Why can't we have the president? I sat with President Kagame and we spoke and he was like, oh, you can't hear. Because I'm not feeling. Do you understand what I'm saying? Can't we have an impeccable president that is strong, that can exercise, that can run, that can fight? Who are in Indonesia? The president told Mr. Peter that, can you see my bikes? If I go and there is hold up, they don't bring down my bike and I leave my people and I go. Joko. Why can't we have a president like that? That when people are sick, you not go to Jos and say, when I put man get like 10 minutes I will spend there. I don't know now. Why can't we have another chairman that is impeccable, that has PhD, that understands the suffering of the people, that understands what AMAG is? You don't even know what AMAG is. You can't stand and talk to the diaspora embassy. You can't talk to the people. How many of you still know who the AMAG chairman is? This AMAG. This is darkness. So when they call and try to offer me money, I'm not even, please do not be tempted. Don't even be tempted. Because I know so many of you are here. They can't even their own thing now. On that, they collect 2,000, they hide it staff as agent. I want video you to see. But it's not your fault. You were born into corruption. You were born into poverty. You were born into a place. It's going to take many years. Or maybe just next year. For us to begin. I say this as I close because we're going to take testimony as people came in here. Other people are going to talk. It took 80 years. Actually, over 80 years before Mandela became president. Every time I go to Atlanta, I go to the Martin Luther King Center. You know, when I think about Martin Luther King, something always struck me. I thought that he was somebody in his 60s or somebody old. Martin Luther King was not even 40 years old. So I put this kind of guts inside this boy. You know what put the guts? It took over 80 years of struggle before Martin Luther King was killed. Do not, giving up is dead. Even if I contest again and again and again and fail, there's no room to give up. Because it's on the foundation of our it's on the foundation of troubles. Some people pay the price. Do not compare yourself with America. Compare yourself with America 250 years ago. Compare yourself with Rwanda in 1994 when President Kagame was a rebel leader from Congo. He came out and fought over the space of 30 years. I used to go to Rwanda. I was one of those young people that helped in the information programming of Rwanda. I was in Rwanda about 8 months ago. Guess what? That is finer than anywhere in Europe. Finer than anywhere in Europe. One man. It's just about twice the size of Abuja. Not even a big place. So the ingredient to stand. In context, Nigeria is still a very young country. They're actually very lucky. Are we 70 years old yet? And we have gotten this far. And we are here. It means that one day, Amma will be better than London. It's not a dream, it's something that must happen. Because as a geographer, some of the news, Abuja is the city of gold. I know this one is coming first. They're buying all the houses, buying everything. You have 1 trillion, what are you going to do? Is it not sickness? Do you know that if you put all, for some of us here, you put everything you have spent in your life, till now, you'll be surprised that I have 20 million. 20 million, no it. So at all, put everything together in your life, you know it's 1 billion. The one person is still. But for more than anything else, I want to thank those who are like me, who will never, many of you. So regardless of what will happen to this now, who will go beyond Yoruba agenda? Who will go beyond Igbo agenda? Who will go beyond Bagi agenda? Who will go beyond your tribal agenda? Who will go beyond your religious agenda? Who will stand when I share that we work? Because good comes from every child. Because bad can come from every child. Those who have been emancipated from your mind, who have put competence, and passion and integrity. I want to say, let's stay together because we'll make this happen. And for those who come to go and say that people never thank us, still come. Because one thing I've understood in politics now is that it's not going to stop. Even this one that I did today is a problem because many people did not know that I'm always thanking people. Plus, we are here. Please help me continue to thank them. Because it's not going to stop. And I understand the weight of responsibility. You can't reach the leaders. This is the closest you can reach. For many of you who are not able to contribute to your house rent, pay your school fees, it's just that the weight is a bit heavy. I don't collect anything. Because sometimes when you speak, you need to speak in the language you understand. The reason why sometimes I don't want to reveal what some of our leaders have given is because it's not good for us. Do you understand what I'm saying? Regardless of what they spend, we want the election fair. That is what is important. Because out of turbulence for this politics. Sometimes when you hear, if somebody leave this event today and they go out, they just come there and say, it just be a post. It just be a post. See the way it just be talk, it just be a post. Another person will say, who see that guy give for fault? They wear this all the body na tattoo. Na tattoo. That's why they wear cloth and they go come wear another one inside. He come be black again. Somebody come see. They see him. See the some say, I got one yesterday say, I'm not getting 500 million, so that's why I'm not here. That was say, if you see BT for night, you will hear all kinds of things. But you need to stand what? Firm. I'm probably the only person who has done this kind of election, and I'm owing over 50 million. At least if nobody knows, at least NG is here. When the person sent a message to my wife and say, I pay for Dr. because he sells cars. Say, madam, Allah said to me, you know, when you want to become a man chairman, because If I needed 100 million, because when you saw the wave was coming, say, this guy will not hammer. But we don't block it now because we don't know anything will happen. We need just turn now, don't hammer. It's good, but it's I don't know, it can be better. Do you understand? Now I'll pay my bills. I know those who travel say, I know broke, you never did that anymore. Okay. But collectively, see, if we allow anything to happen to ATC, do you know what that means? Do we know what that means? No.
Well,
It can happen, though.
well, free allowed.
Because now so I constant to say, nothing will happen. We can try and we will see fire. We can try and. How do we get our life to go? And the water people. I know that some of them they here too. Because then they triumph. They go triumph, and only a few of us will come out. But I'm using this opportunity to say this. I led the only protest in the last election. I don't know how many of you know. For 23 days, we were out there. 23 days, we were out there. We marched, we did everything. Because Dr. Tambo is still going to do something that he hasn't done. So let me I needed to just pour this out now so that by the time we go out. What I'm saying is that for some of you, they will still be bringing the money to just to ensure they buy up. Most of those governors, cowards who are running to the other side, they're just cowards because they just want to remain as what governors, even though against their heart. May you never get to the point in your life where you are tempted to walk against your conscience. May you never get to the place in your life whereby in inducement of money, you lose your integrity and what you stand for. May God never allow you to get to that point. May God never allow us to get to that point. May God never allow us to get to that point. In the depth of my heart, I see you, but I don't want to go into anybody. All of you are here. I'm writing a book and I'll have everybody's name in there as much as possible. But for the things we need to do before we leave, because we still have just a few more minutes and we need to give some testimonials. But it's important to see that today, I want to say something here. Even for those of you who are called and I can't take your call, I'm just one human being. If I become a chairman, I will set up things that when you call, somebody will answer you and they'll give you everything you want. But now I can't do this. Because you understand what I'm saying? Just in this event alone, there are about 50 missed calls, including Mr. Victor calling me. I'm just saying that I appreciate you, I thank you. I'm just not able. Even now, I'm supposed to go on holiday, but how do you go on holiday when your daughter is dying? And I didn't know the effect of this. For example, when we got to Kaduna, people surrounded them. We got to Katsina. We got to when Concoursias put me when we were there, and somebody got said, we are not know this man. Who are come out? It's crazy. Come on, it's beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? We are connected. Yeah. For those who are here, there's no giving up. I know that there are a couple of people here. Doctor, there are so many people I can't call names. We must get into offices from state of assembly to House of Representatives, Senator. All of them are here. Let's allow ourselves to protect. Let's make rules from ourselves, for ourselves. The Concoursias are here. The articulated are here. The obedience are here. The what? Everybody are here. All of us must come together. We must make this a people-centered governance against this dejected, polluted, useless government that has come here to ensure our value system. If they don't want to alone, that will be okay. But guess what they are doing? They are destroying our value system. The people today don't know the difference between what is right and what is. They even think that if they steal money from government is okay. They think that collecting bribe is okay.
because he lost. The agent knew that he would in this book. But more than anything else, I want to say to you, I'm grateful. 2 days after the election, I talked with another. When I made some calls on the answer is not clear. We won the entire Navy quarter. Almost all the estates we won. Do not believe it. The result that was put is not the result. I'm telling you so, because some people actually think that, oh, no, from the village, no, it's not true. I was in Wasa on election day. Some of our people were forced to vote against their will. I saw it with my 2 eyes. I was sitting with Precious, is Justin here. We didn't fight them because they had talks with them. Just like in Baba, they paid creditors come and surround certain holy units. But this is a lesson. There was curfew, there was suppression of vote. Not even think up to 30,000 people. But all of that, we were leading by far, I can tell you that. One of all the results were good. Because many people did not come out. You see, those 3 people in they can prove everything. There are some things I cannot say because we're still working on other things. You understand? But I need to be strengthened, strong, stay strong. Because the trend, they were coming nonsense.
What do you say to Dr. Mo? All right. Someone talked about Dr. Mo's past, right? Can somebody come talk about Dr. Mo past, we all know of Dr. Mo present, in the Amati will happen. So now I just want to tell you about the future, the things we don't do now, all right? We all of us be joined. And this one, they call Free Nigeria. What do you call it? For Free Nigeria, look at that thing where you're supposed to call anyhow. When you say Free Nigeria, what did I call it? Oh, hi, waiting. Free Nigeria, what did I call it? All right, so I will play some video about this Free Nigeria, but we're not going to play any video. We want to play about 4 videos. So now how you don't go some schools, you don't probably say go provide some things, how you provide them, but we go 2 things, we do like about 4 videos. So we have believe actually if you don't say you go some school, provide some things, happy. So we don't need to show all of those videos. But for now, maybe we will just show one. So that we show now what is Free Nigeria. B, then tell the social media handle so that we will go follow on Facebook. Every other thing we will do for Free Nigeria, we have to join. Media, if you just play video, maybe just number 1 because our time don't go, so we don't need to take much. Before now, about 4 videos that we want to show now about some of the things we do. Say they don't promise people that time as they don't want the campaign for election. They talk say you don't lose. But he come think and say, no, you know me say because I lose, I don't see the help of community. So now you can set up this Free Nigeria so that even say he don't be a chairman, make it say with the small way we get to support community. Not be good thing. Oh yeah, now go clap for Dr. Mo and tell him thank you. And they wait for you. Okay, all right, go ahead. Thank you.
Who is Nigeria's enemy? Nigeria's enemy is that Nigerian that is not patriotic. Nigeria's enemy is a president who does not uphold the sanctity and integrity of the Constitution of Nigeria.
Nowhere is a president of power to remove the governor of the state or suspend the governor of the state.
Nigeria's enemy is tribalism, it's nepotism, it's bigotry. Nigeria's problem is you breaking the law and throw trash out of your car. And is not concerned about traffic lights. You are so lawless. You break the laws. You do not respect institutional standing and authority of Nigeria. You are Nigeria's problem. Nigeria is going to see violence.
Video number 2.
education.
This one's small somehow. So video number 2. Make you play the one we talk about the free Nigeria gone.
Now, the Free Nigeria initiative is advocating and calling on Nigerians to come together to flip the country from the current biting economic hardship by way of utilizing the God-given ability and talent to make the country a better place.
And so it's all about properly articulating the essence of what it means to be Nigerian, what our values are, what our ideals are, what we represent as a nation, being able to project that properly and using that to inspire and challenge our fellow citizens to live up to the idea of what it really means to be Nigerian.
The can restore the civic value of Nigeria that is lost, and also to help people understand some of the things that are required for the country to move forward. But different political parties, different religious groups, all represented today as one Nigeria. As our custom is, we will keep reiterating that here we have our ABC, PDP, Labour Party, YPP, and all the parties represented. We have for everybody and we have for nobody.
Education.
So like I explained to the Free Nigeria team, now for civic values, don't be political group, don't be political party.
So we can understand just an announcement. I just got a call from the senator. Are we doing any congress here? So because I learned that the minister of the FCT and sent people here to say we're doing ADC congress here. So they said I should announce that this is a Dr. Mo thank you event. So for those of you who are carrying messages, for the DSS and people and the minister, this is a Dr. Mo thank you event. This is not ADC Congress. I don't talk about but you now come carry me here.
So that is the child thank you thing. I think that thank you never large enough. So what do we say? Thank you. I think we shout enough. All right, so Free Nigeria is about civic values. Make we be good citizens for Nigeria, make we dey educated, make we understand politics, make we dey involved in politics, or at least involved in our civic responsibilities, make we dey promote vote, make we do all the right things. And another thing we want to do for Free Nigeria na to help teach, do education in a way where it will be interesting. You understand? For example, we teach things, like we teach physics, chemistry for people, for example. Okay, let me try it now. I'll just try something. So we want one small mathematical experiment. Who they here where hate mathematics, like mathematics publishing for school area? Doctor, I know. And they look for like who be maybe person wey be market woman now wey no even go secondary school. If you just make I see your hand, one do experiment now. Who be person wey be like you no even go secondary school. Who dey there? But make one person volunteer. Now one can try to come. You go come stage. You will try am now. No na class for am as e dey come. So wetin we wan do say all these finances wey you see, no be say the thing nothing dey there, na don't be say the language wey dem dey use take teach us, na dey take on dey hard. This one dey better, this one to this one, this one to this one to this one. So all those English, na im don dey make the thing come dey. All right, wetin be your name? People use paper, but kind of very. Wow. So I want to demonstrate how mathematics they take, but then I want you to be English. And in our case study now, we want to know whether they understand mathematics if I can't teach them in the language to be able to understand. Not all this we go to. But I understand. So I want teach you now something way for mathematics that they call number-based system. What do I call them? So you know, say for mathematics, if we say 1 plus 1, we know the answer. If we go say 2 plus 2, what will it be? 3 plus 3 come. 4 plus 4 come. All these answers wey they give na because the thing they spend or but if you change the base, the thing will change. So I will test you now. I will change the base and we will see whether it will pass am. So you be market man and you dey sell mango. But this mango wey you dey sell, each time when they bring mango for you, you go put am into kashi. You get to. So and each kashi has three mango in each kashi. Ka gane abin? Ka kawo mangoro, kana sayar da mangoro a kasuwa, amma ka sa mangoro ɗin kashi. And each kashi is 3 mango. So if they now bring 4 mango from you, they now bring another 4 mango for you. But in this kashi, you have to do 3 kashi. How many kashi can you get from 8 mango? 2 minus 2. He's going to get 2 kashi and 2 extra. So 4 plus 4 will be 4 mango wey they give him another 4 mango. When he divide that 4 mango into the kashi of 3, you will come in 3 there, you will come remain waiting. So when they tell him 4 plus 4 is 3, meaning that in your kashi is your 3. You get it? Then 4 plus 4 will be 2, and how many will remain? And 2. So 4 plus 4 is 3 is what? 2. When I hear, don't be 4 again. When I understand that, now this thing I will fail for school. This guy to me. Now we fail for school because they want to use English. And you know English, now like torture. So when they ask you question, you don't even know the question. How you go call know the answer? Is it the thing? But they do have math. He say he came to mathematics. You don't even go to school to do it. But say I need to get it. But I want to ask you another question. So if we can't get 9 mangoes, then we come to say you want to do kashi. How many kashi can you have where will they equal to themselves? Where will he, where that 9 take that? Only 3 kashi. To have 3 kashi, that is the square root of 9 is what? You see, if I be mathematics, I be mathematics. Clap for her. Thank you very much. Now this idea and this way I want to do, we will go villages, go to teach them all these things so that they will disappear in this kind of way. Don't be all these systems. Now like this, all these Chinese people can't sabi. Now they are Chinese. If they do this thing, but one day, so they launch rocket go space. I don't even hear one English word. Just say like that, pew! Rocket just go because then sabi. So now waiting free Nigeria one day. For now to follow free Nigeria, if you open your phone now, check Facebook, just write free Nigeria, you will see the free Nigeria. Follow am. For now, the best way we do now, since they say they change law, they change law to favor themselves, then we man will go gather ourselves with unity, come help ourselves, maybe be our brothers keeper, yeah? So that we will teach all these things, so that we will not be educated, so that we fit progress. So now if you follow that thing for Facebook, I don't go follow because see Nigeria. And all these other videos where I did not want to play because of time, when you go follow, you will go wrong. And then we'll teach physics, we'll teach chemistry, we'll teach all of those things in a language where people will understand. And then Nigeria go better. But one thing what I will do for you, I will shout this in Nigeria. This one is important. Because one video, Chris God, the video. I want to shout and free Nigeria. You know, see sometimes now this kind of shouting will motivate other people to really join. So I will do after 1, 2, 3, then we will just shout free. We will stand up, we will shout and free Nigeria. You understand? Now the last thing we will do. So when I don't ready, I need una go ready now. We don't dey close now. Nothing after this. Our doctor will go do something wey we never do, wey we never see am do before. You know say okay, we go do am. Una don ready? Una don ready o? Na standing up we go do this thing. All right. So 1, 2, go. That's fine. It's fine, but maybe just do it again. Maybe just do it. So 1, 2, go. Thank you very much. Clap for yourself. So I've been one bring our doctor, but this one was saying yes, I don't know. I've been doing as we. And we don't say that, but I will come bring this. All right, coming up is the president of the obedient movement worldwide. Well, I can't kind of tell you supposed to. I'm not sure when I talk about. And he's coming on stage to do something you have never seen done before. Let's make welcome, Dr. Ulysses Panko. Great Nigerian people of the greatest Nigerian people of the greatest and the greatest, super greatest, over greatest, super greatest Nigerian people. Thank you, everybody. I have a two-phase presentation to make this afternoon. First, I'm going to make a short speech on Dr. Mo's protest. Then secondly, we are going to see, I actually was a DJ back in Lagos. So I play music in the streets of Lagos and I produce songs. Today, I produce another new song, which we are going to be building, and I'm going to perform it right here on this stage. Okay? First of all, the audacity to contest. That was the contest of Dr. Moses Paul. First of all, I'd like to thank his wife, Madam Moses Paul, for standing by him, facing all the threats, facing all the sleepless nights, missing him, yet she supported him all through, using her as a point of contact for all of our women who have been supportive to their men contesting the election. I want to thank her so very much. Please, a round of applause for Mrs. Paul. Secondly, I want to thank Mr. Moses Paul himself. A while ago, you saw the picture of Dr. Moses Paul, didn't you? Did you notice a difference between Dr. Moses Paul that was standing here and that picture? What was the difference? Yes. Dr. Moses Paul, not because he was desperate, but because he wanted to serve the people. He cut off his bread. That is sacrifice. Because that is something we believe. Yet he traded it because he wanted to serve the people. Thirdly, I have an issue. And the issue is about answers. He complained to me while he was about to vote for the election that among us, as obedient, as Nigerians, some are not supportive of his protest. Some even went ahead to be part of those who are against his protest. Some even went as far as sabotaging some of the things that he did. I will ask you a question. If we do that to ourselves, we will get to the destination. So I want to employ on all of us. Today, it was Dr. Moses Paul who won election in 101 polling units and standing for election. I'm very sure because the obedience movement and Nigerians in general stood by him.
sacrifice. So to those who did what they had to do for their own selfish interest, we will say, shame on you. Because we have a movement, and the love that we will show among ourselves is what will take us to that destination. Please, you need to be united. You need to work together as a team. One of the major ingredients of winning election is organization. 1,401 polling units only in the army. Believe me, we are more than that in this state. Am I correct? This was just a test case. They are going to do the same thing in the 2027 federal election. We are gathering here just because we want to say thank you to ourselves. Already they are trying to intimidate us. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be intimidated. Be organized. Be determined. Face them head on. Do everything you have to do because it is your life you have to protect. Any attempt whatsoever to continue to undermine you, we will not survive it as a people. So I'm using this opportunity to call on all of you that if you think that the FCT election that went past was free and fair, you know that it is not free and fair. What do you expect will happen in the presidential election in 2027? Of course. You have to be strong. You have to face this battle all along because they will still be coming at us. This is a thank you discussion, but it is meant to re-energize you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you believe that Nigeria needs to be free and we need to fight for the soul of Nigeria, please, everybody, I want to hear you. Is obedient movement a new Nigeria is obedient movement, a new Nigeria is. So please, go back home. I have went home. If every one of you go back to your locality, I am from Kura local government. I just came back from my village. Every one of you go back to your village. Mobilize your people around that area. Talk to them. Let them understand that it's a democratic war in our hands. And Nigeria is the prize. And we must win that prize. Nigerians must be saved. Thank you and God bless you. Mr. DJ, are you ready for me? Please, are you ready for me? This song is being produced by a Ghana-born artist. He is singing for Mr. Peter Oki, and I am the producer. So I want you to listen to the song carefully. Yeah, now. This one very well, please. Video is coming, so people who want to support the video will come again. Thank you. God bless you all.
So what do we say to our president? One thing to know, what do we say? All right, because for opportunity, because we are around the class, we just go to test the moment. So put your hands together and make welcome somebody who has been living in the UK, but because we lost Nigeria, will always come around to also be with us in the struggle. Madam ND, put your hands together. Continue. Hello, everyone. ABC. ABC.
Madam, madam, give me one here. One here.
Yes. Yes.
Are we here?
Yes.
Okay. What about Free Nigeria?
Here.
Free Nigeria movement, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason I'm saying all this is because I'm a member of the three of them. I'm a member of the ATC, the Obedient Movement. I am actually the treasurer of
worldwide. And I don't know if you recognize my face when they were showing the Free Nigeria movie. I've been around, not just a pretty face. Now, the reason I'm standing here today is not for any other reason than to also join Dr. Mo in thanking you, all of you that came here today. People change. Dalosa. Elder Chika, I'm making money. Then the others that are here, some of them. Thank you, sir. I'm looking at thank you. So I'm saying thank you to all of you here. I know how hard we work. Everywhere we got from during the election period. We worked so hard. We were not sleeping, we didn't sleep. We stayed awake. And my reason was that, I mean, if these people are able to stay awake and doing their businesses at night, why can't we? So they are not younger than us. We are all here today because we need to appreciate ourselves. We need to appreciate what we have put in because we work so hard. We need to put in even more next year to bring in a better leader what we have at the moment, because right now, Nigeria is on her knees. Nigeria is on her knees and bleeding to death. Nigeria is like a woman in labor that is going to die if the doctor doesn't. So, we are the obstetricians. We have to come in and we have to save Nigeria. If we don't, Nigeria will die. So are we going to do it? We already have people dying amongst us. We have the young man in Jiwa. I think it was in Jiwa, that died, Musa. I know, can I just use 30 seconds. Let's all stand up and have a second, 30 seconds for a standing position in his memory. And all those that died around this time, let's all stand up and remember them. May the souls
Madam,
of
give me one here. I did not have.
and those of the faithful departed rest in peace. Amen. Thank you. So I'm not going to say much. I've already said, but what I need to also say is that, we're here. Dr. Mo is here. Thanking everyone. And I also need to use this opportunity to say thank you to Dr. Mo. Dr. Mo, I know he was very, very slim. He has always been. But he lost almost half of his weight running around and doing this, and no one says thank you to him. I think it's time for us also to stand up and clap for him, a standing ovation for him, just see and clapping for him. Thank you very much. So that's all I need to say, because I mean the others, I'm not going to even start naming names because I've just been given this that I have 2 minutes, and my 2 minutes expired a minute ago. So I'm going to go back to my seat and thank you once more. Thank you.
All right, what are you saying to Madam Andy? All right, for becoming the next person, and please, it's about your experience during the AMA election. Specifically, we have 2 minutes on stage. Please put your hands together for me. Welcome. No. Okay, put your hands together and keep clapping. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my dear brother, Dr. Mo, my early presence here, ladies and gentlemen. In the last election, I was an observer and I knew what happened. I went round from Nyanya to Karo, to Jukwe, to Guru. There are places I and Wiki were meeting across. But that's by the way. I just don't want to use this opportunity to congratulate Dr. Mo, because it wasn't easy. And for him to have decided to appreciate those that worked and voted for him the last election, it's not that easy at all. I have never seen this before. That somebody, even when I would say he lost election, even when he wasn't declared a winner, yet he has the courage to call people to say, I appreciate you for what